you are good enough to succeed and still worthy if you don't. You can run, but you can't hide. Hello you guys, we are back with another video. It's the Women's Guide to Resilience. Today we are here to talk about something that has kept a lot of us behind, kept us from accomplishing our goals, kept us from fulfilling certain desires inside of ourselves that we want to reach. Today we are here to talk about a fear of failure. It's something that everyone that is living and breathing and bleeds red experiences here on this earth. It is a valid feeling, but it is something that needs to be conquered. And here are a few tips on how to conquer your fear of failure. You have to understand that you are good enough to succeed and worthy if you don't. You have to understand that you are good enough to succeed and still worthy if you don't. Not every conquest is going to be a win, and not every loss means that you're not worthy of another win. What is aligned for you will be. Keep trying. Just because you try something that you maybe don't succeed at does not mean that you need to give up and that you're not worthy. It means that you have to keep trying until you find the thing that is perfectly aligned with you and your goals. If we gave up any time that we had a minor setback, no one would be anywhere in life. There are so many things that would not be if people succumb to their fear of failure. It's not something that you can let win. Everyone is afraid to fail, but you only fail when you don't try. The next thing that you need to understand to overcome your fear of failure, stop trying to prove yourself to other people and start trying to prove yourself to you. A lot of the time, we are our own biggest enemy. We keep ourselves held back because we don't have the belief that we can accomplish what we want. You're so worried about what other people think and how they're going to perceive you that you stay stagnant and end up ultimately looking like a failure anyway. It doesn't matter what people think. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone but you. Understand that not trying is failure by default. You fail everything you don't take a chance on. Failure looks like staying behind the starting point and not even getting started at all. You have succeeded as long as you're trying. Something will pan out. Something will pan out. You are not doomed to have nothing, okay? Not trying is failing by default. Understand that the longer you take to get started, the longer you take to put out that first video, the longer you take to apply for that job, the longer you take to drop that album, that mixtape, whatever it is that you want to do in this life, the longer you take to do it and you come up with all of the excuses in the world that tell you that you can't accomplish something, you have failed by default. You can't fail if you get started and you do it and you keep trying. You never know where just trying can get you. What will cross your path when you just try? Understand that when you're trying to overcome your fear of failure, you have to know that your perceived failures are learning experiences. Take every setback as an opportunity to learn moving forward how you can be successful. You will be successful if you utilize the tools of the past and implement them in the future. Say you tried to open a business and it ended up closing. Try to open another business. Invest in yourself and learn from what you did wrong in the past and implement those changes in the future. Your perceived failures are your learning tools. Other people's perceived failures are their learning tools and can also be yours. There's enough research out here. YouTube is a big, wide dictionary of information. You have the opportunity to either learn from your own failures or learn from the failures of others. If it's something that teaches us so much, can we really describe it as a failure? Or is it a learning tool? View your perceived failures as learning tools. When trying to create and trying to reach your goals, you have to understand that you only have to show up as you are and not how you think you need to be. Sometimes we can get the idea that we're a fraud if we show up where we are. So much of the time, people want to see someone that is well-rounded and a genuine human being. None of us are perfect, but for some reason, a lot of us feel like we can only show up when we are our best versions. I suffer from that. I'm like, I can't show up if I don't feel my best. That is why I came today barefaced, no makeup, in my natural state, showing you me. This is who I am. It doesn't matter who I used to be or who I'll be in the future, but right now I am showing up as myself, and that is all I can do. And I am worthy of everything that I want, showing up as I am. There's nowhere else that I need to be other than where I am right now. That's something even I constantly tell myself and remember. You have to remember that too. We only have to show up as we are and not as how we think that we need to be. These have been a few tips to overcome your fear of failure. So many of us hold back life-altering ideas, world-changing ideas, because we're afraid. We're all afraid. Do it anyway. Keep pushing anyway. Put that video out anyway. Submit that resume anyway. Start that business anyway. Keep pushing. Don't let anyone hold you back, but don't let you hold you back. Overcome your mind to get to where you want to go. Once you train your mind, everything else comes flowing in smoothly. This has been the Women's Guide to Resilience. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, be easy on yourself. Focused, stay determined, don't give up. Overcome your fear of failure.